Good afternoon and welcome to round two of the New South Wales 16-foot skiff and 13-foot skiff state titles, coming to you live from St George Sailing Club. We've got sunshine, a steady breeze and ideal conditions for another big day of top level skiffs racing. I'm Jimmy Bury, and whether you're watching from the clubhouse, on the water or tuning in from around the world, it's great to have you with us for the 2025 New South Wales state titles, proudly hosted by St George Sailing Club. Joining me in commentary today are Andrew Dolly Davola and Dave Ewings. Gents, great to have you here. What are you expecting from today's racing?
G'day Jimmy, g'day viewers, welcome. What we're expecting, Jimmy, well, it's certainly been a windy start to the day. We've been on shore just assessing the conditions, but we were getting gusts in the high 30s out of the west, but the breeze has now shifted around to the northwest. It has abated slightly, but it's still pretty windy. We're heading out to the main body of water in Botany Bay, and Dave, you know this patch better than most. You've done a lot of sailing down here. It's looking pretty fruity.
It is. It looks like it's swung and dropped off a little bit. However, with the tide running in, it's going to be rather lumpy out in the main bay. Hopefully we can get down there and have some good racing and everyone can stay safe.
Well, the boats are leaving the beach, as you can see from our drone shot, and obviously everyone's got the small rig in. Having a bit of a walk through the park earlier when it was really blowing, there was some pretty apprehensive people, but the gun boats, the boats that are leading the championship, they were all pretty eager to get out there. So the top boats, they're quite capable of sailing in the really fresh conditions, and they're obviously looking for a bit of an advantage. So we're seeing some of those top boats heading out on the water early. We've seen Buckingham Marine head out. We've got Red Pumps Red. I know Bosca Build and Imey. Those top boats all hitting the water early and getting out to check the conditions and see what it's like. Where we are right now at the club, where you're looking, is probably the least amount of breeze you're going to see, and you can just see in the shot left-hand side, on the other side of the bridge where it's getting the full noise nor'wester, there's plenty of white caps coming through up there still. So, you know, I'm sort of expecting breeze to be at least in the mid-20s range, unless we see something different, and it's certainly going to make for some pretty exciting sailing.
Yeah, it would all depend where they're going to set their course. If they're going to put it up towards Brighton a bit more, it might be a bit lighter, but maybe I would feel they'd probably push it down in the bay a bit more and let that breeze even out and become more consistent.
Yeah, we are expecting, we were going to be doing 2 short course races today and 1 long course race tomorrow, and we believe that we're going to do 1 long course race today. Just the 16s on the water, the 13s have been held ashore. So we should, once we get racing away, we should have a good action-packed long course race, probably looking at 4 laps around the Windward Leeward course. That's Buckingham Marine. You can see there now Daniel Turner, along with Gussie Williams and Matt Stenter. Those one of those boats that loves a breeze, along with Imey, who you can see there now. Joel Barnabas with Rob Napper and Trent Barnabas, and they're 2 boats that do love a breeze. So I'll be expecting a bit from them today, along with our series leader, Bosca Build, Sarah Lee. Although there's not much to Sarah herself, she's got Keegan and Kurt on the wire, 2 pretty big blokes and reliable hands to keep the boat down. There's Red Pumps Red, Zoe Dransfield, along with Hugh Stoddart and his son Jamie in the bow. Having an exceptional season so far, especially at club level, but one bigger score, a 13, is affecting their overall point score a little bit. Their best place so far in the series is a 3rd. Be expecting them to go pretty well in the breeze today as well. So a number of Belmont boats too that I'm expecting to go well today. There's Shade to Water. Those guys, bigger crew, do love a bit of breeze. So Tommy Burton on the helm, Olympic gold medalist, can sail just about anything in anything. So Shade to Water currently in 6th place in the points standing. So I'm sure they're rubbing their hands together today at seeing these conditions, expecting that they should get another good result, I would think. So we're just starting to head out to the bay now. We're ourselves chasing the boats downhill. Coastal Advisory Service on screen there now. It's Benny Brunnages, the class president. Very experienced helm and crew on board there. They'll also be, you can kind of tell, can't you, Dave, that the good boats that we're expecting to do well, they're the first ones out on the water, aren't they?
It's normally the way of any fleet, isn't it? The guys that, want to get out there, they're eager to have a good race, eager to see what the course is doing, see where the breeze is. Some of the non-locals probably wouldn't realise, but they are so low on this port tack. Normally a westerly, you'd get out in the bay quite easy with a spinnaker, but it's swung a lot to the north. So hopefully it might settle and, maybe not as shifty as a traditional westerly.
Yeah, definitely round in the northwest now. And as we head out, it's not looking too nasty, which is a good thing.
Yeah, they look reasonably comfortable, don't they? But as you say, these are the good buyers coming out, so you'd expect them to be heading out there comfortable.
Yeah, who have we got on screen there? Radlink. They're also a Belmont boat and looking pretty comfortable as they head their way out into the open bay. But a few of them set spinnakers early and they've dropped them, and they're just, like you say, Dave, they're just two sail reaching down the centre of the channel as they head out into the open water. But yeah, most of these guys will head down to they'll head down towards the start area and have a bit of a test beat, because I'm expecting this breeze will be a little bit shifty on the upwind.
Yeah, I haven't got a visual on it yet, but I reckon the start would probably be just out the river. They probably won't take them too far out.
Too far out, yeah.
Can't see at the moment. But
Yeah, I can't see any support boats with marks up in this sort of area either, though, so remains to be seen. I think that they're being a little bit cautious and not going too far down until they know exactly where they're going. But Matana, our start boat, is out, so I can't see it out there myself. I always rely on Jimmy's go-go gadget eyes to look at anything that far.
Mate, they'll be a long way down.
Oh, yep.
You can see him, Dave.
Possibly behind the Imey, just coming out the back. Is that a blue boat?
I think it is. Yeah.
Or is that too far over? I think that's it.
So that should put our top mark sort of up under Brighton Les Sands, do you think, Dave?
Yeah, maybe a bit further down to Kiama. I'm just looking at all the aeroplanes lined up on the runway. That's normally a sign that there's a bit of a not so favourable weather for the aeroplanes. So.
Stand by.
Yeah, when you see them lined up like that, you know it's all over the place.
Well, they certainly would have been lined up an hour ago. An hour ago we were getting gusts of 39 knots. And at that point in time, it didn't look like we were going to get on the water, but that was sort of directly out of the west, and now it's swung around to the northwest. Settled a bit. You can see the planes there. Line, just a bit of a queue forming there, so you can see what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planes just lined up. So suspect maybe the change in direction might have made things a bit different for them too, but maybe they might have even been delayed for a short period of time.
They're landing on the north-south runway when we came down this morning, and it was blowing 40 plus knots when we came through the heads here.
Would have been exciting. Got someone about to go for the spinnaker there.
Lost sight of that start boat.
Yeah, Bosca building our current series leader, Sarah Lee. There they are, along with Keegan York, Kurt.
There'd be some serious Botany Bay sailing hours on that boat.
Yeah, so for viewers who aren't that familiar, or you might be new to the 16s, Sarah Lee represents the St George 16-foot Skiff Club, so this is their regatta on their home waters. They've done a lot of miles out here, and last time we had the national championships down here 2 seasons ago, they won the national title, and Sarah became the first female in the history of the class to win the national title.
Just seeing the Imey have a little dip over there.
Yeah, just off shot, we've got our first swimmer of the day. We also had
wow, that's a big...
Buckingham Marine also gave it a fair crack too, but they've managed to stay upright. They're off now.
This must be the gust coming down President Avenue.
Yeah. Yeah, decent gusts. We're still fairly close to shore, so it's not really white capping. But we're seeing the boats that are a bit further down the bay. They've got really starting to accelerate. Let me just swing around. We can see. So it's Zoe Dransfield, red pumps red. You can see they're starting to get into the full pressure of the bay now and really starting to get a bit of a move on.
I tell you what, it'd be nice to see some of the speeds they're going to get today being reasonably flat and fresh.
Yeah,
They're moving pretty quick.
they're going pretty quick. They
And
sure
they're
are.
not really, they're not rocking, through the waves. So
A little bit to the left, Daniel Turner has really got some mojo going on.
wow,
But yeah, you can see Zoe there with Hugh and Jamie. They're probably getting up towards 20 knots of boat speed there right now.
when they said they were heading for the start, now they're about 45 degrees
Yeah.
to the right.
Right turn, Clyde. As soon as they got into that pressure,
Yeah.
they just went bow down and got carted down the bay. They're well below the start area now. But they'll have a run down there and then they'll knock them off and work their way up towards the start and no doubt have a look at this first beat. Start boat's quite a long way down, isn't it?
Yeah, I would have thought where the 16s are would be. And again,
Yeah, where those boats we're looking at right now.
yeah. Admittedly, it's only 2 metres deep there.
Yeah, yeah. And we are doing a long course, so it's certainly going to be that. I can't see where they're going to drop a top mark just yet, but it will be up.
The top marks in.
Jimmy spotted it,
Yeah,
as I
your
said.
window to the left of the crane.
Yep, I spot it now. Gee, it's a fair way up too. That's
Seems-
a long beat.
Seems a long way left.
Yes, you're right, Gil. Yeah,
There is a boat there. Maybe they're still.
that is definitely not upwind of the start boat, is it? So
Not at the angle they just went downhill.
that'd almost be a wing mark. But we're not having one. No.
Wing mark now. There's a showing your age there, doll.
Come on, mate.
I was having a think on the way down today. It's probably been about 30 years since I've been on a boat with you before.
Don't make us sound so old, mate.
Don't mention the war.
Nah.
Not quite so long since I've been on a boat with Jimmy. It's on the 16, but yeah, those that don't know, Dave and I sold the 18 together on the double AMI back in the Grand Prix days.
Great viewing, that.
Never a dull moment.
Entertainment at its best. As Bill McCartney, who I had lunch with yesterday, used to say, if you're not going to win, do something spectacular. We certainly filled that.
There's not
couple
many
of
things
times.
we didn't hit. It's one thing, a season with Whitty, it might not always be successful, but it's always fun.
It's always fun.
Yeah.
Now he causes the damage in a 100-footer.
Yeah, no, got to give people some work.
Daniel Turner, Buckingham Marine, with Matty Stenter and Gussie Williams. Hot team. It's Daniel was, I'll say, looking a little second hand in the park this morning, so hopefully some water in his face has freshened him up a little.
Certainly plenty of that happening out here now. Well, that's probably not a real refreshing spray in the face, a westerly.
So, looking at that, Gil, what do you reckon? 20 knots currently?
Yeah. It's only just, though, isn't it?
Yeah, only just. I'm looking at the breeze and thinking it's 20, and then I'm looking at the boats and thinking it's more, because
Yeah.
as the boats are sailing through it, it does look pretty
And they
pretty
are
fresh.
probably coming up in a couple of knots of tide. Or
Yeah, true. That's carting them upwind.
be interesting to see if we end up with any general recalls with this
Tide
start
pushing them.
right in the middle of the tide, pushing them up. Lucky it's only a small tide, it's only a 0.7. But,
Well, I am noticing on the start boat just there, the AP flag is up, so there's obviously no one's down here yet, which is very very characteristic by Hugh.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, what Jimmy's referring to is Hugh Lester is a bit of a stickler for, let's say, the rules, or you know, keeping the sailors honest. It's a sailor's responsibility to be at the start line on time. So they weren't AP'd on shore, so it was up to them to get their boats rigged and sail a long way out here.
Maybe they're in a bit of trouble with the course.
Yeah, I can see the Mark Lane boats just getting ready to put the
gate
in position. So that was Daniel Turner just heading off on a little test beat. There's our Mark Lane boat.
So just for the viewers, the 13s are AP'd ashore at this present time, and I think they're hoping to try and get 3 races in tomorrow for them, Dole.
Okay, righto.
Was the word on the street.
Still can't see a top mark in the water.
Well, Jimmy spotted one, but it wasn't really in the right place.
No, the crane moved on me.
There is something in the... Yeah, I think I can see it in the boat up there.
Right, so it's not in the water. Looking at shade to water there, Tommy Burton, Belmont 16s. I know they have put in a lot of effort. Scott Beevey has invested a lot of time and money into that boat this season, and starting to pay some dividends. They're sitting in 6th place overall in the current standings. Best placings are 3rd. They've had a 5th and then not a 13th, so they'll be hoping that 13th is their drop. There's Imy Barnabas building. Very talented Joel Beechel on the helm with Rob Napper and Trent Barnabas.
And a coach boat not far behind. Who do you reckon's in that?
Yeah, well, when they were tipped over a little bit before, I did notice the coach boat was right there with them. So I suspect maybe they might have been tweaking rather with the boat tipped over rather than having an accidental capsize. So.
Well, they did do it with the spinnaker up.
Okay. Nice job from the boys there, Mr. Napper. There's the coach boat giving chase there. We suspect that's probably Robert Atkins. Although it may not be because I can't hear him.
I'm thinking possibly more Adam.
Oh, Adam Beechel, yeah.
Same.
Yeah. Yelling a little bit softer. Yeah, if you look in the shot there, the breeze behind the boys, there's a fair bit of breeze coming down the bay there now.
Plenty there, isn't there?
Yeah. Know a couple of the boats I was talking to in the park that do have a few sails at their disposal. We're talking about maybe a smaller mainsail that they do have in their kit. But right now, I don't think it's that windy that it would justify something like that. There's the boys looking pretty sharp. So that's our start boat in the background, the Matana. As you can see, a few more boats starting to make their way to the start line, but there's still a few up in the river making their way down. But it'll be interesting to see how long Hugh Lester gives them grace.
Yeah, it still looks like they're trying to lay the pin.
going. So
There's still plenty up on that windward shore.
there's plenty coming, plenty coming right now. Yeah, yeah. And yeah, we're just having a pretty feisty gust heading our way. And we are seeing, who's that we're looking at in front of us?
There's some big pressure changes though. Do you see the angles they change? Just 1 minute they're heading at us, 1 minute they're 20 degrees higher.
Yeah, I'm just looking at red pumps and they've got their clear sails on, so that little rig is, I think that's their smaller mainsail. There they are now. You can see even with the small gear on, they're still looking pretty rapid. Those guys do love a breeze. Greg Windus was frothing in the park. Never seen it. Had a huge smile on his face, rubbing his hands together. He does love a bit of a blow. So Tyler Dransfield on the helm of the red pumps, of course, and Jay Harris in the bow. There they are. They've dropped the kite. Going past our series leader, Bosca. And Amy Barnabas building. So 3 of our main contenders you just saw just then.
Still a lot of boats a long way away.
There is. Boats still coming out from almost up near the club with spinnakers up. So they'd be a good 10 minutes from getting down the bay here. We got there, I think it's... Oh, it might have been geotechnical assessments, I think we were just seeing there. Another Manly boat. That's Imagine signage, Nathan Wilmot. They'll be revelling in these conditions for sure. Ricky Bridge on the sheet just loves this, and he knows his way around the bay down here too. Malcolm Page in the bow, of course. Looking pretty good there, the boys. I thought they were hoping to have some new sails on this weekend, but they probably have done the big rig and not the big rig, the little rig perhaps. You might be able to hear in the background the Sutec boys having their normal amount of fun, giving us a hoot as they went past. Mikey Kerner on the helm of the Sutec. There they are.
It's not over yet.
Joshy Ponton with James Luera Fernandez crewing. They'll be looking forward to a fun day too. The boys don't mind a bit of a send. The Sutec boys. Yeah, these are all boats you're seeing now that are making it to the course area, but we do still have a number of boats on their way. But these boats have brought a fair bit of breeze down the bay with them. Another little spike in the breeze, and Gil, I'm just looking at that cloud sitting over Brighton Le Sands. That tells me that we might be getting a bit more coming. Pretty dark, stormy cloud.
Tell you,
heading our way. Usually indicates a bit of breeze.
it's pretty much directly uphill of us, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Coming straight at us.
There's a little bit more pressure on the tops here too.
MTM signage.
Tommy Dawson.
Tommy Dawson, yep. So another local boat. Tommy originally a Belmont boy.
I don't think anybody's local anymore, are they?
Everyone's moving around a bit, aren't
moving
they?
around, you know. Tom sailed here the last few years, but you know, as I say, he's originally a lake boy.
Yep.
Pretty cool character, Tommy's. Last time I sailed a 16, I think, was with Bryce and Tommy on the Noakes. It was just a cruisy day.
Cruisy day.
Everyone just cruised around, did their job. Everything went well.
He's a good young fella, and he's done. He's been quite successful doing a bit of yachting too. So gaining plenty of experience. And what would Tom be? 24. Maybe?
I don't know.
He's still pretty young.
Yeah, mid-20s maybe.
Yeah.
But
So new sponsor for them, MTM Signage. They've come on board in the last few weeks and supported the team.
been putting in some hours too. I think they've been travelling up to Belmont every Sunday.
So racing both days. Yeah. So a number of boats, for those that don't know, we've got the national titles coming up in January at the Belmont 16ft Skiff Sailing Club. And, a few boats have been heading up there from Sydney to get a bit more time, bit more experience on the racetrack up there. But not only that, an extra day of racing at this level is certainly invaluable training. And we're down to about a month now. We're about a month out from only a touch over a month out from the championship. So time to prepare is running out. Imagine Signage, Nathan Wilmot, currently third on the point score. Best places being a 4 and a 2 with a 6. So very consistent sailing from those guys so far in the series, and that's why they're in third place. And Daniel Turner in Buckingham Marine, right of shot, currently 5th. So I expect Daniel's looking for a good result today to move up the point score a little. Eric Storage from Middle Harbour, Scotty Cotton on the helm. Sporting some new black sails for these championships. I think they've only had them for a few weeks. They're just having a bit of a relax, sucking it in, a few breaths before we get underway. But we are still under AP, folks, so our starter, Hugh Lester, being quite generous, giving them some time. Coats higher.
There we go, just heard a horn.
Yeah, orange flag going up, so it generally means 5 minutes until action.
Yeah, the start line is open. AP still flies. So maybe we might see the AP go down in 4 minutes, do you think, Jimmy? Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, AP down in 4, and then we'll have signals in 5. Zoe Dransfield, red pumps red. So those who might be new to the 16s, it's a little bit confusing. Red pumps red has the white hull, while red pumps has the red hull. So, but if you're just looking at sails, red pumps red has the red dot you can see, whereas red pumps does not. But easier to identify the hull colour. Red pumps red has the white hull.
Makes perfect sense, doesn't it, Doc?
Well, it kind of doesn't, Jimmy, you're right. But I'm explaining it so they're not as confused as we sometimes are.
We're permanently confused.
We're easily confused.
Make sure they get on the right boat. Well, this would be the gust coming through under that cloud you're talking, Dol.
Yeah, I was expecting it to come through, and we get that bit of light, and it does tend to make it look a little bit windier. But certainly a little bit of a spike in the breeze there now. Sutek just recovering from a little cooling swim.
Just noticing on the start boat, Dolly, there it looks like they're hooking up the U flag.
Points. Bring up points. Yeah. So we're just going to bring you up the point score to have a look at, bring you up to speed on where we're at for the Red Pumps 16-foot skiff state championship. Obviously, these are scratch points. We've got Bosca Build on 10 points, Red Pumps on 11, Imagine Signage 12, Imey Barnabas Building 14, Buckingham Marine Services 15, Shade to Water 21. So you can see that top 5 pretty close on points. We've only got 5 points separating the top 5 boats. Then it's a 6-point drop back to Shade to Water. Then Red Pumps Red on 23, Coastal Advisory Services Australia 26, Domino's 31 and Canberra Airport 32. So that top 5, super close. We could see a lot change in one race. There's a lot to play for today, and then obviously tomorrow, if we do get 2 races in tomorrow, we could see some big changes. But I'd say today is kind of moving day, wouldn't you, Dave? You really want to establish yourself in that point score. No one can really afford a bad one.
Well, you've only got to look at the points of the boats in the top 5. No one's had a bad race.
That's right.
So they're carrying everything they've got at the moment. So today, anything can happen. It's windy, it's gusty. You Drake break something, have a swim, have a dip. So it's just if you're in that top 5, you just want to. You don't need to win, just be in the top 5 today, and then make your moves again tomorrow once it gets back to normal rate sailing conditions.
You don't want a bad one though. You want to try and keep that discard up your sleeve if you can.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the AP down. So we're 1 minute away from signals. What do you reckon we're looking at for numbers here? I think there's quite a few boats haven't come out.
I think there's a few that have retired to the bar, Dol.
Yeah.
I'd be guessing, in all honesty, I reckon half the fleet have probably decided to stay on the beach.
Erred on the side of caution.
I'm going to say 30 boats, you reckon?
Yeah.
Maybe 30 boats out here,
Yep.
Which isn't half the fleet. It's better than half the fleet. But, there's certainly... There might be 10 or 15 boats that have elected to stay ashore rather than come out here and lick their wounds and spend a lot of money fixing the boat tonight.
Yeah, people probably had better things to do tonight than work on their boat.
Tribeca there on screen. It's Benny Bradley.
So we got Benny and Cam, the old skiff nomad.
Yeah. Cam McDonald, man of many skiffs.
Seen him with matching pair of shoes the other day, which I thought was quite...
I didn't know he owned shoes.
Oh, that's what I mean.
Shoes or thongs?
Oh, they were the shoes,
Rubber
believe
shoes.
it or not.
Yeah.
That's what threw me.
He did work experience with us at Starboard Products as a 16-year-old, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
That's a long time ago, isn't it?
Yeah, stop it, Gil.
And
You're making us sound old again.
And then he saw stars and he was a lawyer.
Yep.
He did,
And
yeah.
now he skiffs ropes.
Anyone else we know did work experience at Starboard Products? Jimmy?
Just this
Jimmy.
bloke here.
Anyone we know?
Jimmy did.
Yeah.
Did Jimmy? Well, I might not have been there. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, no, you were there, Gil.
Was I? The problem is half of us didn't know when we were there or when we weren't there.
Well, we did go sailing a lot. Yeah.
I didn't know each day when I turned up who I was meant to be with. So I was just I just wandered around aimlessly.
Work is a loose term, isn't it?
Yeah.
They were fun days.
So 3 minutes 40, and a nice that aforementioned cloud is now starting to close in over the top of us, and definitely a spike in pressure here, folks. So we should get a little bit exciting, I think. Boats just heading up and down that line, and line put looks fairly even. Maybe a little bit of boat favour, do you think, Dave?
It's a little bit boat favoured.
Yeah.
Tide's possibly favouring the pin. However, these gusts have been swinging a little bit to the right, haven't they?
They have, yeah.
So you want to have the option of being able to tack out
If you want, yeah.
if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it does look fairly boat favoured. There's quite a number of boats lurking down and towards the pin end.
They'd just be pinging their technology, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Not allowed to get a transit off with all those trees on the beach.
Yeah, the tree next to the tree, right, Dave?
It's pretty barren.
It's not like being in the harbour where you've got plenty of things to choose from.
Until the lady moves the chair on the balcony.
So,
Line it up with the third crab pot on the left.
yeah. Sure that car wasn't parked there before.
Coming down to 2 minutes. Boats pretty scattered for 2 minutes out. The boats are pretty scattered all over the place. So
I think the risk of being over and having to come back, Dole, you probably want to be a little bit further back.
yeah,
It's
holding
a bit
back.
of a war of attrition day down here.
Yeah.
As this race goes on, like it's only 4 relatively short laps. Like we're probably in line with the main runway where we are.
And they're going to be going pretty quick. Oh, there's a big gust heading our way there, Dave.
Yeah, in about a minute and a half.
Big gusts are coming in about a minute and a half. You're dead right. Oh, it's looking pretty white further up the bay. It's going to be all go after this start, folks. We're going to be bringing you some pretty exciting action. So it looks to me like most of our main players, as I suspected, are shaping up towards this boat end. I'm a little bit just a touch further down, but looks like we've got Imagine, Red Pumps Red, Typhoon, Shade to Water, Zyke, Eric Storage, all contender. Buckingham, all looking for this boat end. It's going to be pretty crowded. Inside a minute now.
Yeah, a few of them have made the late choice to run down this end and get up here.
I reckon we're probably, I don't want to speak too soon, but I think we might get away with a clean start here too.
Yeah, not very often with 30 seconds to go, there's no one near the line.
Yeah. But when they pull the trigger, they're going to get moving pretty quick.
20 seconds. They're all being pretty well behaved, aren't they?
They certainly are. Zyke is going to just manage to find some room below this boat, I think. Zoe Dransfield's going to put the squeeze on him, but she's now pulled the trigger. Nathan Wilmot looking to hit that boat end with some pace, and I reckon he might be tacking out of there pretty soon.
Well,
and
in
hindsight,
right you'd hit the pin, wouldn't you?
And right on cue, he's tacked. That breeze is, with that pressure, the breeze has taken a little tick round to the left, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think, but where he's Imagine's going, he's straight into the eye of this gust, which will probably come back to the right. So.
Yeah, big pressure, but gee, he's given a lot of ground away to the boats that tacked early at the towards the pin. I can see Skell Con up there looking really, really good.
I don't think they were even on time on the pin. They were late.
Yeah. But yeah, in that group closest in shot there, you can see Imagine closest to shot. We've got Bartley Constructions, Bella Group and Radlink. And then to weather of them, I can see Imy Barnabas building, and it looks like Coastal Advisory Service, I think, in a very strong position along with Tribeca. Yeah, so you can see Barnabas building in the middle of the shot there. It's like Coastal Advisory Service just to windward of them and Tribeca. I can't really identify that boat to weather of Coastal Advisory Service.
Is it Coates?
I think that might be
it is Coates, yeah, because they don't have much signage on the main.
Yeah,
so,
that orange, their orange vest
so
on.
excellent work from Darby Jones there. Great start for the Coates. We're stepping out nicely, moving into more pressure still as we get up the bay here. Started to get very gloomy, as you can see the shot there. Light has really dimmed as we've moved under this big, dark cloud. Can't really see the cloud in the shot, but I can assure you it's
It's
looking like it's going to bring us a fair bit of breeze. I think this next first kite run's going to be an absolute terror. So all these boats persisting to come out to the right hand side right now. Probably going to sail. You think they'll probably almost come out to a ley line, Gil?
Yeah, I don't think you'd be wanting to get over to the left anymore. If you're already over there, well and good. But being a port hand rounding, which I assume it's a port hand rounding, they'll all be on the right side because
looks like more pressure in the right now too. Yeah.
Although the Imagine did go for a big hole, there was a line went through before, and they were just
missed it.
20 metres of the guys above them and just missed out on it.
Well, the boats to windward there, they're on the edge of a really good gust. It's got height as well. So boats in the top of your shot there now.
Yeah.
Coastal Advisory Service, Skelcon and Tribeca. They're our lead boats right now, leading the fleet out to this right-hand side. They'll be tacking on pretty close to a ley line.
Yeah, they are all falling down to the right, aren't they? Even Imagine just took another knock.
Yeah, and falling off the pressure.
Yeah. So what are they? Another... I did have this top mark. I've just lost it. Oh, they've still got a couple of 100 metres till they get to a ley line.
Yeah.
But the guys over to the left, they're going to have an easier call on the ley line than the guys all the way down here.
Yeah, I'd probably give it to Skelcon to be leading right now. Great work from those guys. First beat, Skelcon from Belmont. I'll be pretty happy with that.
Big.
That's your leaders there.
Yeah, they've still got some good angle, but they've come off the pressure a bit, haven't they? Although it looks like the next pressure is coming down. Yeah, pretty much going to get right on the leaders, which is only going to help them step out even more.
They will be tacking onto some good breeze, that's for sure.
Yeah, these waves of breeze coming down, they're only 300 or 400 metres wide, aren't they? They're not.
Yeah, fair. The further we're getting up, folks, it's getting gustier, so... Getting a little bit patchier up towards the top of the course here. But yeah, Ben Brunnages in Coastal Advisory Services done well. Yeah, so far today the Belmont boats have really come to the fore. Good to see. Bodes well for them for the upcoming national championships. I know the guys up there have been working pretty hard as a group to get their performance up. That's Skelcon to windward, and the boat with no signage on the mainsail there is the Coates Hire, and Tribeca to leeward. So that's our top three right now. Probably getting fairly close towards a ley line to this top mark. A little bit further to go. They want to bank a little bit to be sure, but they don't want to overlay.
You can call it luck or you can call it good sailing, but how nice is it to be on the left-hand side of a advanced in a right-hand swinging course?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'll just take a little bit more, thanks.
That lead boat's there thinking, have we gone far enough? Have we gone far enough? Are we on the lane?
He doesn't have to make any decisions, does he? Just wait. Oh, here they come. Let's go.
They're going to tack. We'll tack. Yeah.
He's got a couple on his hip to the left that are climbed a little off him, but at the moment the fleet is in one gust of breeze, yet the buoy is in a different phase completely, 400 metres to the left. So it's going to be a no man's land in the middle getting back to the...
To it, yeah, and the breeze at the top mark looks like it's fairly in the left right now. So breeze is clocked around a little bit more to the west than what we've had previously.
Well, we've had a couple of tuckers. It's still not on a lay. Oh, could be on a lay, but doesn't matter, does it?
I would have thought they'd be past the lay right now.
As you said, they're in right over there, but where the mark is, it still could be a bit left.
Yeah.
So they might knock again as they go across.
They'll bank the height. They'll
Yeah.
take the height, and then if they're overstood a bit, they'll reach in.
Well, they've got no one on this side of the course they're trying to defend, so got the whole left-hand side of themselves.
Just trying to find Skelcon on the overall point score, and I can't see them. So maybe they... Did Skelcon not do the first round, Jimmy?
Yeah, they did. I'm sure they did, Dom.
Oh, maybe my eyes are deceiving me. I can't see them on the point score list.
No, they're definitely not on there.
No.
Well, if you're only going to have one race, a win's a good one.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, they mustn't have come down for that Middle Harbour round, I presume. Yeah, unless my eyes are deceiving me, I can't see them on the point score.
No. So they're about, a minute from the mark now, and I reckon it's going to take them less than 3 minutes to 4 minutes to get back to the bottom. It's going to be a quick run out of here. It's dead flat water. But, they have definitely over... Even the boats behind us, look, they're free sheeting so much.
Yeah, they've overstood, but they're certainly going quick. Coates even more so.
Yeah. Well, the one that's had the advantage is the Bosca. Bosca has tacked under the whole fleet, and if they lay, they've gone from in the teens to third.
Yeah, they've
Just by picking a proper lay to the line.
shortened the corner.
Yep. Massive. Well, they're going to lay it easy now, but yeah, they were probably in the teens, but yep, it'll probably be third around.
There you go, Skelcon around. Oh. Nearly stubbed their toe. Comes Darby and the boys in the coats. Let's see how they do it. Gee, and they're in a little ray of sunshine all of their own right now.
Yeah, there's a big
pack on the left coming in.
Yeah.
So Coastal Advisory next, followed by Tribeca, and great work from the Bosca there. They made a big gain there, our series leader, by picking a better lay line, cutting the corner. Daniel Turner in Buckingham Marine, followed by Joel Beeshaw. Then Tommy Burton, Shade to Water. MTM Signage next round. So that's probably our top 10 at least, isn't it?
Good to see. Oh, gee, that was close. Good to see 3 St George boats in the top 10.
Sure is. As a St George boy, being a bit biased there, are we, David?
A little.
Geochemical assessments next round. Contender Sailcloth, Will Howard.
The old Shade.
Red Pumps, Tyler Dransfield next around, just ahead of Michael Kerner in the Sutek. We're going to head down course, but we've got Bell Collective having a little cracker, Artie Bell, just behind Eric's Storage and Imagine Signage. They had not a great beat up there. They got a bit caught out on that right-hand side early. Certainly hurt them. It's the Buckingham Maroon. Oh, no, that's a Sutek, isn't it? Oh, they're lit. And then we've got Red Pumps.
I think not on screen there. Just a bit back from that shot there is Eric Storage. I think has got their big spinnaker on their little rig.
Yeah. Tommy Anderson on board.
Tommy Anderson.
haven't seen that since last week down at the harbour.
Hoist the Wampa.
If you knowing all about it when it gets down the bottom here in the bump.
Yeah. MTM through the jibe.
Wow, this fleet is spread out, haven't they?
They certainly have, yeah. Skelcon with a really handy lead. Looks like they've linked up the pressure nicely down the bay. Excellent.
No, these guys here on the right-hand
Guys
side.
on the right, they're deep, aren't they?
They're virtually running through the middle of the gate at the moment, aren't they? And I'm probably closer than Skelcon.
Yeah, so Sarah Lee on the left.
Is that Tribeca?
And Tribeca on the right, yeah.
Oh, Benny Bradley, eh?
Yeah, they're really lit up there now. Geochemical assessments on the screen. Nathan McNamara. Yeah, big gain to the Tribeca in that last little exchange. Both them and Bosca have picked up a nice bit of pressure on the southern side of the course. And gee, the big mover here is Sarah Lee, isn't it? They have charged through. Expected them to be fast today. Still a long way to go in this race, but big gains to Bosca. Looking there at Coates, still doing well. Coastal Advisory Service. Those boats currently in 4th and 5th, I would guess, by the time we get to the gate.
So we got the leaders are going to do a jibe, set, then drop.
Yeah, there's a couple.
They're just too far out, aren't they?
Pretty early drop from the Tribeca. That's going to really play into the hands. Sarah Lee's dropped at about the same time as well.
That's why he kept it in the bank.
That's why they dropped it early.
That looked ugly from about 10 seconds before it happened.
So Skelcon went for a later jibe drop, and that definitely did not work for them. So Tribeca leads Bosca round through the gate. Next up, we'll have Darby Jones in Coates hire. St George 1-2, Gil.
Yeah.
On the home track.
I guess old James Turner will be sitting up in his pub watching the boys go around in the Tribeca.
He's probably missing having a sail too, I'd reckon.
He would be today.
Yeah, his sort of breeze. Although he's a pretty trim man these days, I believe. MTM next around. MTM signage narrowly ahead of Buckingham Marine Services. These boats having to wind their way around. There's Barnabas Building, IME, just going round just behind Shade to Water.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 boats around. 1, 2, 7 around.
Next round we've got Geochemical Assessments, Nathan McNamara just ahead of Red Pumps, Tyler Dransfield. Bit of a gain there to Red Pumps actually on that run.
A few of the guys jibed out early, and I don't know whether it paid dividends for them.
You're right, Jimmy. Yeah, the boats have sailed starboard for a little bit longer and then jibed onto the pressure.
Yeah.
Got the depth down to the gate. Certainly paid off.
Yeah, there's certainly some pressure out on the right at the moment, though.
It's Artie Bell in Bell Collective. Top effort from young Artie. Well done from Belmont. Then we've got Zoe Dransfield in Red Pumps Red. She'll be looking to improve. Next in the Swell Racing. Swell Racing just ahead of Zyke, and Jimmy was just commenting on Tommy Cloud, I think, in the Tugara.
The Tugara, yeah.
Having a bit of a scrappy port rounding.
Very low speed jibe.
And that was ugly for a bit.
Bartley Constructions jibe swim.
Jibe swim drop,
Yeah,
that's called. Yeah.
very technical term.
Sure, it's a lot easier to drop them into the boat than onto the centreboard, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, we'll give that a go one day, Gil.
Says the foreign hand, Gil, right? Yeah. So we'll make our way back upwind. Pressure seems to have just steadied out a little now, folks. We're probably currently looking at around 18 to 20 knots.
Those lead boats are really down, aren't they?
Yeah, breeze is back around in the right a bit more now, Gil, northwest.
It's only that the guys going uphill are in the right, but the boats coming downhill are still in the left. So that tells you there's another phase about to come down.
I'd expect I'll be looking up course and expecting that. That'd want to tell you to keep banging out to the left here, though, wouldn't you, Gil?
Yeah, well,
But they're heading over to the right.
yeah.
Is this, Gil, like being the local, this is a merge between the Cooks River
The Cooks River is a long way down. So Cooks River is right down where the way
airport.
down there.
So it's more coming out of the river is the main
tide's coming in, right?
Yeah.
So the guys on this side, on the left-hand side going uphill, are going to have an advantage of the guys over there.
Right.
Maximum benefit in the left.
Yeah. However, it's not a massive tide today, so it'd be making a small advantage, but I'm pretty sure that the gusts and the angles and the pressure would be more of a...
Overrides it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell by no one being over at the start that there's not a lot of tide.
Yeah. Yeah. They certainly held back.
So for the viewers that have just joined us, the 13s are still held ashore at this stage, so that's why we've got no 13s out here. If you're tuning in to look for the 13s, they're not out here today.
Wow, these guys, I would say these guys out here on the left have way overstood this mark, haven't they?
Yeah, but certainly again they're lifting well out of the left-hand side of the course. The boats that have gone hard right, which did include our race leaders, they'll certainly be wanting a bit of a right-hand shift to tack on. Daniel Turner in Buckingham and Nathan McNamara in Geochemical Assessments have made a handy gain here right now, but there's still a fair way to go on this beat. The breeze can shift again. Could bring the right-hand boats into play.
At the moment, you'd have them as a good leader, wouldn't you? Buckingham's.
It's looking like it right now, but yeah, if that breeze clocks back to the right again and those guys can tack onto a header out on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
It's,
the thing is, these guys can get a knock and still lay the mark. They're that high at the moment out this left.
Gee, it's certainly a...
Like there's boats up above our line, and we're we're running well above the low line.
Yeah, right now, Buckingham Marine looking in a very, very good position. Certainly come way right back into play, as is the boat you can see on screen there now, Geochemical Assessments. Nathan McNamara, and look at that trim they've got there. They're flat, lots of main ease. They're just concentrating on getting the boat going through the water as quick as they can, really flat. Sailing the boat super flat with a nice twist profile in the main. Jib outboard a little just to open up the slot. Looking very, very comfortable in these sort of testing conditions. And there's the lineup. So Buckingham Marine, I think, is just marginally ahead of Geochemical Assessments. And shade to water, you can see down the leeward of Daniel Turner, and then right down the bottom you can see there is Joel Beechel in IME Barnabas Building. But our lead boats at the gate that we saw, we had Tribeca and Bosca really committed to the hard right-hand side of the course. They've got a long way to come back. I can't see them coming back right now at particularly at Daniel Turner.
Yeah, I thought I saw Bosca starting to lose height there, but they've just come back up again, which is bad news for them.
So the two far right boats you can see there, Bosca left hand, Tribeca behind them, and Coastal Advisory Service to windward of them. So they were our early leaders through the gate, but it looks like in one shift in the breeze that has been flipped on its head.
Snakes and ladders continue.
Yeah, good day to be on the media boat, bad day to be trying to race.
It's always easier to pick a shift. Easier to pick a shift from the media boat though, Gilly.
It is.
Don't miss too many on the media boat. So yeah, Tom Burton, shade to water, getting through the water very, very quickly. Both them and...
They'll be first round, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be pretty close, I think, between them and Daniel Turner in Buckingham, but at the moment it looks like Tom might just have a slim advantage. He's going to be coming back with starboard advantage.
Well, he's pretty much laying. He's going to have to dip it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's throwing a bit of sheet at that.
These guys that overstood on this have given away a lot of... You know, they've gained, but they've still given away a lot.
Certainly made a massive gain on our early leaders.
Okay, let's see if they have a little bit better bear away than the last one. With no speed, it should be good.
No rust this time. Here we go. Oh, Daniel Turner's going to come in and try and slam a tack in. Oh, no, he had to change his mind and dip. Had to go behind Coastal Advisory.
This is a really nice gust about to roll through this top mark too. One coming down in about 20 seconds.
Ooh, you'd almost be jibe setting on that, wouldn't you, Gil? As it comes through, a bit less pressure on the right here at the moment. Better angle on starboard though. MTM signage the next around in fourth spot. MTM just in front of IME Barnabas Building, Geochemical Assessments. Contender Sailcloth.
Geez, they came from nowhere, didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't think they were even in the top 15 at the bottom.
At the bottom. Then Imagine Signage, Eric's Storage and Skelcon coming back into play after their swim at the gate. They've managed to come back and get around the mark in front of who was our leader, Sarah Lee in Bosca. So that right-hand side proved to be very, very expensive. Skelcon having a bit of trouble on the bearaway here.
Yeah, it looked like their main sheet was still...
Oh, they're going to sink it.
Nah, they're
No.
going to survive, but I don't know how.
Just off screen, Darby Jones in Coates ahead of Artie Bell in Bell Collective. Well done, Artie, really hanging in, having a cracking race.
So the Erics with the world's biggest red spinnaker are just coming around and getting that gust and heading straight for the gate.
They've hoisted the whopper and they're away.
They're not even laying the gate.
Looks like a 12-foot skiff, doesn't it, with that massive spinnaker? Just top a shot there, you can see the red kite. And that is a big kite on a little rig. They're trying to hold out Sarah Lee and get some height, but they can't get the height because the spinnaker's so big. And as you say, Gil, they're probably on a lay for the gate right now. There you go, folks. Look at the size of that red kite.
Just looking at the guy, the further they go down here, the further it's getting, the tighter it's getting. But these guys have done this leg in one jibe.
Yeah, and our leaders have done it really easily. Well, maybe they've just gone for a massive number 2 kite with a very long luff.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't want it out here in a nor'easter.
Plenty on. There you go, there's the shot. So Sarah Lee's managed to roll over the top of them, which is no surprise. Just in front of them, Nathan Wilmot in Imagine signage. Some of these boats not where they want to be today. A little bit further back. That was a very expensive beat. Blue spinnaker you can see in front of Imagine there was Contender Sailcloth, and it looks like they've just blown a tack line. Has let go, but they've got it back out there now. They'll be up and running again in a moment. Just dug the bow in for a second. The tack line blew out of the cleat. There's young Joel Beechel, full send, with Rob Napper and Trent Barnabas on the Imey Barnabas building. Still a couple of, just a short jibe or two to get into this gate.
Well, you've got to go left uphill then, don't you?
There's a change of course signal
At the gate,
at the bottom gate.
so they're going to shift that top mark slightly.
I'm just looking, it does look like the breeze has had a major lift. It's nearly gone to southwest.
Was expected the breeze would go to the southwest, but it's a bit early for what we were expecting, but that's what's happening.
So I can assume there'll be a second top mark. Won't be the same one.
A replacement mark?
Replacement mark, but
Yeah.
they're going to have a band on it,
I think so, Gil.
normally.
Hopefully they've read their sailing instructions, unlike us.
I'll read them after the racing, Dole.
And it's fresh.
To see what you miss. Yeah, breeze coming. So breeze around to the left.
So change of course, yeah, to the left.
To the left. Red,
Wow, look how fresh that is.
plenty. It's going to get pretty fruity here.
I don't think we're safe here, Jimmy.
We're always safe, Gil. 6mm plate, alloy boat, carbon fibre.
I know
you do the engineering.
We know who's going to win that battle, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty simple build instruction to Scotty Ramsden was make it bulletproof.
Oh, imagine. Big roundup. A couple of boats already in the tide down here near the gate.
Geez, Ericsson didn't want to bring their big chute all the way to the bottom.
That's surprising. I can see Coates has also knocked it off early.
And Tribeca, they did really fell out, didn't they?
Yeah, I wonder
I'm wondering whether they've had a small swing, Gil, like they.
I think they just got caught majorly on the right. I think Sarah bailed out early enough. I think they went for that little bit more and just
Did that hurt them?
got
Yeah.
buried. know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Is that the...
Yeah. It's Red Pumps Red. You can see with the red spinnaker there just about to drop. Tribeca takes the right-hand turn, as does Darby Jones in the coats. They'll be followed by Sutek and Zyke. So you can see there, Tribeca, they've really got a fair bit on there. Oh, look at this breeze coming, Gilly. This is going to be fun. Don't tear up your tickets, folks.
It's going to be the third work of 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
been to the top mark twice.
Yeah. So everyone will be starting to get a little tired on this next downhill. Well, I know I would. And
The fourth one we're finishing at the top, though. That's right, isn't it, Jimmy?
I believe, yeah, like the way the instructions were written was to finish off a breeze, but as Hugh was saying earlier on, he goes, I don't really feel like being that guy that makes them sail all the way home.
Yeah.
So
Finish them at the top and they're closer to the club, folks, is the idea. Yeah, I think with the shot there now, you can see that the up in the pressure, up in the breeze, chop increasing as well. It's we were on IME there, now we're on MTM. You can see MTM signage. They've got a lot of gearies and look like they're really struggling upwind here right now.
There's a couple here, their mainsail's just flagging like a
Yeah.
flag.
Solid 25 knots now.
Yep.
But one lap to survive, essentially. Imagine looking a little bit more in control. They've a lot of twists. They've got that Hetzel car blown outboard. They've got a lot of twists, and you know they're struggling with that trim there. They've just got a bit of a dunking. Look at the mainsail; it's just ragging. Well over 25. That gust. See it on them now. It's just hit us in the camera, Cat.
You got control there, Jimmy?
It's getting fairly nuclear now, folks. It's all happening.
We're just doing some drone fishing. Fair bit of, we've missed it, but a lot of rain gone round to the right of us.
Around the sides of us, yeah. Red Pumps Red.
Oh, jeez.
Drone's down. Oh dear.
That is fresh.
Zoe Dransfield there, plenty on. Absolutely. Every time I lift my head up from the screen and have a look at the real breeze out on the water, it is pumping now, folks. Absolutely pumping. This next spinnaker run is going to be a ball terror. Haven't got eyes on that top mark yet, the replaced top mark.
Yep, got it.
Got it? Yeah. Oh, copy, yep.
So it's what? 500 metres to the left?
Yeah.
Maybe more?
Darby's still hanging in well.
So the lead boats look like they've tucked over there onto a ley line. Unfortunately, it has become a bit of a follow the lead, of course, hasn't it?
Yeah, it sure has. You have to get across to this left-hand side. I don't think... We've got a couple of boats that have gone a little bit further right. I don't think that has worked for them.
Yeah. I think these are just the guys that on the right because they went round the
Left-hand
other
turn.
mark. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, plenty on. this bear-away at the top is going to be exciting. There's Will Howard, the contender. Handling the conditions really well, those guys. A little bit further to the right.
There we go. Girls waving on the 16 on the...
Always smiling, the Queens of Buckingham.
Hey, full credit to them for coming out today.
Absolutely, Dol. That was without
Well
word
done.
of a mention.
Well done to Fiona, Tira, and I think Annika's on today. Great courage from those girls to come out in these conditions. And I don't say that because they're girls, I say that because they don't weigh very much.
Yeah, you'd certainly want a few kilos out there now.
So charging in, Tom Burton on Shade to Water. He's tacked a little bit earlier than Daniel Turner in Buckingham Marine and Joel Bieshel in Barnabas Building / IME. There they are. So that's our current race leader.
Not a bad thing, being a little bit lower than Markless. You can get through your tack, get your pace on, get set up, bear away, rather than
attack,
tack and pull away in one
bear
motion.
away. And why not throw in a jibe set on the back of that?
Oh, yeah. Why not?
Music to your ears.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can
I
see,
don't think they'll be jibe setting this.
no, we'll get it up first and think about what we're going to do. You can see why Tom Burton and the boys are leading. They're sailing that boat beautifully in this big pressure. They've got a bit of a swinging weight on the wire, on the Shade to Water. Sure, there's a few cheers watching from the Belmont Club and back at the club at St George. This will really help their point score standings. Probably not too far off attack.
Yeah, you'd think they're close, wouldn't you?
Yeah, they probably just bank a little bit because you don't want to do an extra one. They'll just make sure of it. And also, as you say, Gil, come in with some pace rather than on a tight lay going slow. There they go, tacking now. Well, they're well overstood, aren't they? They might set the kite out there.
They might go around us.
Oh, big gusts they're in right now too, but they're going to sail out of that.
There's another one lining up behind us, so...
Will that hit them just as they're at the mark? That's a back marker.
It is. It's
Front
going
of
to
shot
hit them.
there. They are going to come to this mark and get smacked by a big puff. Yeah. That back marker's just gone in the tide now, and there's the gust on them.
In about 10 seconds, it's going to get even fresher. Righto.
Here we go.
Something funny with their spinnaker head? Nah, it's just...
It's because they've got to shoot. Spinnaker shoot. Yeah. There they go for the bear away. They've done it nicely. Now they've got to get it up and get away.
This ain't over. Nice gust rolling past us now.
Oh.
I don't think the Marklows thought about it.
Those
where they
pylons?
laid this top mark.
Just line it up with those pylons, Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's pretty much where I catch my flathead right here. Line those two markers up.
Now you've given away your secret fishing spot, mate. Live to air. Oh, jibe on the Shade to Water. Oh, jeez.
Now. Textbook
Around
safety
his
jibe, that
Buckingham
one.
Marine.
Daniel Turner next around. Buckingham Marine, a little bit more conservative there from the boys. They're not going to do anything silly.
Nice weather set too. Nice
work. Matt and Gus well used to those weather sets from the 18-footer. Yeah. Always do the weather set on the 18. And here goes the Barnabas Building boys. Rob Napper grinds it to the top.
Another nice set.
Yeah. Cream rises to the top, doesn't it? Can Danny come back to the mark? nice lead to those three boats if they can survive down this run unscathed, which will be an achievement. Coastal Advisory Australia.
Oh, jeez.
Benny Brunnages.
MTM around 4th? 5th.
Great race from the MTM.
Yeah, they've hung in there. They're in that bunch that was halfway between the big movers. So they didn't lose, they didn't gain, they just stayed.
They took the average.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice work from Tom Dawson. Next in, we've got Will Howard on the Contender. Big gust for the Bearaway. Huge gust.
There's no sign of it easing for a while either. I want to see this big red chute go up on Eric's again.
Oh, dear. And they're around and got it away. Now, as you say, Gil, they've got to get that big red kite up.
The thing would be at the top of the mast, and the bottom would still be in the... Oh, look at this!
Wow.
It's still goose swing, isn't it? No, it's flopped over.
Big pressure at the top right now. Nathan will want to imagine signage next around.
When your chute's up and the jib's on the same side as you, you've got to be scared, don't you?
Yeah. Winging the goose. Oh, they're still doing it, mate. Look at that. They're trying to get under the pylons. Oh, they have got plenty going on with that massive spinnaker.
Once they get going, it'll be
like a kite surfer. Plenty of lift out of that big spinnaker.
Yeah.
So just off shot next in, we'll have Coates. A bit of a loss to Derby there. I don't know what went on. They might have had a little bit of a swim. Oh, looking good halfway through that, up that beat. And just going past, a big loser there has been Bosca Build. Well down now.
Did they have a swim?
They must have. They're well back.
Well, they were with Eric's at the bottom, though.
They were, yeah. Geochemical assessments. They're playing really safe on this run. They're just trying to get underneath a capsized boat, really causing them a bit of problems having to run that deep and slow. But now they're around him. They're just starting to heat it up now. Much safer when you're going fast. Oh, look at Imagine signage to windward of them. They just got smacked by a huge gust. And they are lit.
Just getting notice through from race control that they are... Imagine signage snapped at you.
They are gone.
You gave them the commentator's curse. Just heard from race control they're going to finish the boats at the top the next time up.
Okay. Yeah, well, I was commenting on Imagine signage there. The main was all the way off, so I think they might have dropped the main sheet. And then the next thing, they're in the drink. So...
it's a bit hard to wind it on when you don't have it.
Yeah.
There's two boats over on our right. There's two boats over on our left. Who's still up?
We're still upright for the meantime, Gil.
Geotechnical assessments.
I can't... Who's leading?
I think geochemical assessments right now.
Yeah. Guys.
Oh, Coastal Advisory Service rather, not geochemical.
Yep.
Similar looking signage.
Not for long though. I don't think they are just shoveling.
So they've gone without the kite for now. They're trying to play it safe. Geochemical assessments behind them have also dropped their kite. So these guys have decided to play it safe and just try and finish. But, you know, when you're out in front...
Well, at the moment, they've got a good lead.
They have. Although, to their advantage, the boat behind them has also dropped their kite. So, right now, they are looking pretty good.
This would be where you're really glad it's a gate where you don't have to jibe and round up. You can just go around the left-hand one and then take
Whatever's easier.
whatever's survival.
Oh no, so there is shade to water, isn't it,
Oh,
Jimmy?
they are around, yep, right.
They have got around, so we couldn't see them. So they have a handy lead. Tom Burt. We thought we saw them capsize, but was a different boat.
Different black boat.
Yeah. And you know they are battling upwind. Those boys, they're big boys, and they are battling to get that boat upwind.
There's a spinnaker probably about to come onto screen, and they have been launching all the way down this run.
Full send with the white kite. Who is that?
That one.
It's Tribeca.
Benny, hey, the old sea dogger from St George.
But they've just decided that they'll err on the side of caution and they're going to drop it.
Yeah, they're probably getting down to a reaching line.
There's geochemical assessments just in front of them.
So what's this, the second boat coming round the mark?
It is, yeah.
Second.
Coastal Advisory Service.
So the guys on screen are third and fourth.
Yeah. So we've just had Ben Brunnages, yeah, there he is, taking the left-hand turn in Coastal Advisory.
How long till he tacks, you reckon? As soon as he's set up.
Yeah, as soon as they're comfortable. As soon as they've got everything pulled on that flattens their gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get the board up? No, I thought you were getting the board up.
Yeah. Do we even need it? Yeah. Geochemical were looking good. They just couldn't quite. They got a little bit high and couldn't get away. So next around in third place is going to be Joel Beechel.
Yep, and heading the right way.
Yeah.
Oh, geochemical.
They're down.
So we got Joel third, Tribeca fourth.
Yeah. And then it's a long way back to
Daylight.
anyone.
Imagine Signs, possibly?
Well, they went down.
That's them back up.
They're back up again.
Buckingham, I think's upright. Just
And straight, they can't. Buckingham look like they can't bear away.
Buckingham Marine from Belmont. That one.
Yeah, they're a lap down though, aren't they? They've got to be a lap down,
Yeah,
that
they
one.
definitely are.
But Buckingham Marine Daniel Turner has just managed to bear away now. So heading for the gate.
Or is that Sutek, is it?
Yeah.
Could be. Gil,
Yeah, it
yep.
is Sutek.
Yep.
They on the lead lap?
Maybe not. I know we think they are.
Well, they probably would be to be this far left, because if they went round the other lap.
So both Sutek and Imagine Signage just trying to make their way down Sands Spinnaker, as is, to no surprise, Eric Storage have dropped their Spinnaker, Gil.
I wanted to see that get to the bottom. Well, I mean the bottom mark, not the bottom of the bay.
They might have ended up in New Zealand if they'd kept that big Spinnaker up. Can just see Contender Sailcloth have had a swim. They're just recovering from that. So I suspect all these chasing boats have all had a swim as they've tried to jibe to make their way down to the bottom. You can see there now Joel Beechel and the boys on Imey Barnabas Building. They have plenty on there. They're ripping through the water.
They're pretty comfortable though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is that a pro? Nah.
Good to see Joel's adopted my hiking technique, Jimmy.
Your hiking technique. We were going to take the hiking straps out of the boat.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't seem to be doing a lot there. He doesn't weigh much.
Actually, that's Skelcon there next to Imey.
Under
Without the main
tow.
up.
Under tow, yeah.
Under tow. They,
Yeah,
really,
as-
they
as-
really didn't look comfortable all day, did they?
As people would know if they've sailed a 16 in these sorts of conditions, if you're the helm and you hike, you cannot see a thing because you just have a fire hose in your face. So sometimes it's better to sit up and see where you're going rather than get that little bit of extra riding moment. We've just passed the Queens of Buckingham. They're unrigging on their side. Full credit to them still being out here.
So all those years I saw with Ryan and he wasn't hiking, it was because he couldn't see.
That's right.
I just thought he was being lazy.
Yeah, that was my excuse, Skill. Can't see. There's shade to water. Who's that giving us the thumbs down?
Ruffy.
Oh, Buckingham.
Looks like they've broken something.
They're down and out.
Yeah, they had broken something. There's a few in the graveyard there. Oh, well, these guys have had a good race, haven't they? Well,
Very, very good. Pulled the trigger when they needed to and were conservative when they needed to.
yeah. And they're about to get another fresh gust.
Big gust coming, yeah.
Different hiking technique, different background.
Tommy Burton, laser sailor.
Yeah. Funny how they know how to hike those guys.
Laser and moth sailor. And yes, he is hiking, don't you worry about that. Scotty Beebe looking really good on trim there too. Really good on trim. Boys are down on low on wire, nice and flat. Looks like they've opened up that jib slot, which is allowing Scotty to ease that main without it going inside out. Low drag. We're just going past Artie Bell in Bell Collective. I'm sure his biggest fan, Ross Bell's probably watching. Unfortunately, Artie has broken a boom. So a bit of carnage out here. There's a few people going to have some work to do tonight. Daryl Millam in Aristocrat being towed back past us with their rig down.
Having not watched as much 16s as you, Dol, does this shade look like it's a slightly smaller rig with a bit more rake?
Certainly, it might be right with a bit more rake, mate. It's one thing that I've noticed in the past year since we've gone to the black sails, and we've got a mix of clear and white sails and black sails, as the black sails always look a lot different. But I wouldn't be surprised those guys, knowing it was fresh, they might have dropped a hole out of the forestay and dropped it back a notch. It does look pretty raked though.
They are also standing a bit further back.
They're well back in the boat, yeah.
Just moving through the water really nicely, isn't it?
They sure are. Setting up nicely for a win. One tack away from the gun.
Righto, so is this a moored?
Yeah, so they just
Righto, shorten the course.
finishing at the mark.
Yep.
The rib will record the results.
I guess we'll put a CS short and course flag in a minute.
Yeah, not right now though. I would have thought that'd be up.
No, there's a couple of boats still making their way to the top mark.
Oh, you don't want to confuse those ones in front of them. Yeah, you're right, Jimmy.
The thing is, though, guys above us aren't going to go between the rib and the boat at the moment.
Just like that, the breeze kicks in again.
Well, they're not anchored, so they can move.
Well, I think they are anchored.
Forward. Are they?
Yeah.
I couldn't see a rope.
They're anchored and they're square off the bottom mark. However,
they've got the flag,
got the flag
up
up
now.
now.
So Tom Burton will know his flags well enough to know what that means for them. And here they come.
That's it. Win for the shade.
Superb sailing from those guys. Top effort. A few pats on the back, high fives.
So who we got coming in second? Coastal. Coastal and Imea. Yeah, they're free sheeting in, so they've overstood it.
Overstood well and truly. Oh, big swim, jeepers. These boats that are a lap down are really struggling.
These guys gonna. This could be some good TV.
The slow tack bear away.
Here we go.
Ease it, ease it, ease it. So there we are on approach now. This will be our second place boat. This will be Coastal Advisory Service, I think.
Yeah. Well, they've had a good conservative race, haven't they? So.
Yeah, pretty wise head on Ben. He's been doing this for a long time. Yeah, the boys are pretty happy with that.
Coastal Advisory. So Imey's third.
Yeah,
right?
Imey will be third.
Well, they've had a 1-3-3-10, so they'll be, I'd imagine, after today's. Who else we got? Can't even see fourth.
Yeah, Imey might lead.
Geochemical assessments, I think, will be our next boat home, which is just in between your fishing spot, Gil.
Just picking up some flatty fillets.
Yep. Tribeca. So what have we got fourth? Tribeca fifth?
Who's this coming in from the left, though?
Geochemical
the right,
assessments.
sorry. Oh, geochemical, yep.
Yep. So they're fourth. Tribeca fifth at the moment. They do have to tack.
Yeah, that breeze really spread them out, sorted them out.
Yeah, that last run, where they were jibing, was just a graveyard. There's still boats on their side down there. Yep. Geochemical had a swim at the bottom mark and still got back to fourth.
Yeah. And Tribeca had a swim as well, didn't they? At
Did they have a swim, or they were majorly on the right of that wrong shift?
Yeah, no, I thought they might have gone down as well at one point.
Then I can't even see anyone.
Imagine will be next
Imagine,
after
yep.
Tribeca, Gil.
Well, that's another fresh gust just coming up the back of us.
Wow.
Oh,
Benny Cam and Rory.
big puff on them.
I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be pretty happy to have Cam McDonald on the sheet on a day like today, I've got to say.
Yep.
They are pretty happy with
Rory's
that.
had a few weeks off lately. Actually, Ryan's been filling in for him.
Ah.
Yes.
Imagine we're just looking for a spot to tack there and the The breeze was not easing up on them. But they've managed to get the tack done, and they're coming in hot. Gee, there's some boats at the top of this point score who are really going to cop a hiding after today. This will definitely be their drop.
Yeah, well, I reckon Army be leading.
I would think so, yep.
And Shade's going to move up a few.
Yep.
Daniel Turner would be DNF.
Yep. Haven't seen Red Pumps for a little while either.
Red? Actually, I haven't seen Tyler all day.
Well, he disappeared a little while ago, so I think they might be down and out.
Yeah, Sutek have had a good race, haven't they? They must have survived that last, because they weren't in the top 10, you know,
Earlier
a lap
on.
down.
Yeah.
They must have survived that run down where everybody else had their swim. Eric's disappointed I'm not going to see that big red chute again.
Yeah.
We'll get them to get a drawing of your face on it, Gil.
Yeah.
Gee, they did well to survive in these conditions with that big spinnaker, though.
Oh, they're probably lucky it's not really that rough. Imagine if it was a nor'easter.
Run out tide nor'easter.
Yeah, tide nor'easter, they'd know about it. MTM's
MTM signage, they'll need another tack.
Another tack.
Sutek boys very happy.
Yeah, they should be. Great effort from Mikey and the boys.
Yep, so contender coming across now, Will.
Will Howard, good job. Young Rory up the bow, good job, mate.
Way off in the distance past the
Bosco?
top mark, I think I can see one of the red pumps. I think it's the main red pumps, and then behind them is the Bosca build.
Okay.
This other one in between is up being lapped, I think.
Yeah, I think so, Gilly. They are still going, though.
Yep.
But if it is, they've got to go around this mark and go all the way back down again.
I think it's Zoe in the shot.
I think it's actually
Tyler.
Tyler in red pumps.
Red boat.
Yeah. So they are still going.
And the other...
And
red
Zoe
pumps
is still
just to the
going
left.
as well, yeah. So both Red Pumps and Bosca on their way up. But a long way back, but still on track to finish.
Oh, the old Oscar down the bottom there, not such a good tack.
They'll be getting pretty tired.
Yeah, Keegan be needing a schnitzel by now, wouldn't he?
So you just saw Tyler cross in front of his sister, Zoe. Bit of left hand in this breeze now too, isn't there? Big lift into the finish here. When this gust comes through, they're going to get smacked in the face. There it is now, and there's another one heading for them in about 10 seconds. There it is, you can even see it on the screen.
I think race management did the right thing, guys, by keeping the 13s ashore. That was,
Yeah, definitely, mate.
It looked doable about 2 laps in, but that third lap,
yeah, third lap.
Wow.
No.
that would be putting the catch net across the heads.
Oh, look, I've got no doubt that our top 13 crews, so sort of the top 8 probably, maybe top 10 boats would get around the course, but the risk for our race management and rescue crews trying to manage the rest of the fleet if they get into trouble It looks like they've had a fair bit on just getting boats with broken gear back to the club.
Oh, this ain't good. What is going on here?
Picking up an injured sailor off that rescue boat, Gil, was what was going on.
They managed to get around them. All good. So there's Tyler Dransfield with Greg Windust and Jay Harris.
So what are we up to? Must be up to...
Jay Harris yelling out that he feels like he almost got killed.
He needs to lie down.
I guess if you're laying in the forestay in a swim and Greg Windust coming at you,
That's why you always sail with smaller guys behind you.
So Red Pumps was 11th. It looks like right now we've got a drag race into the finish between Dan Bromelo in Bartley Constructions and Sarah Lee on Bosca. I'll let you call this, could be a photo finish, Gilly.
Photo finish, but I reckon I know which boat is yelling the most. Keegan, you reckon?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Bartley just going to get him, I think. They shoot up the mark. Oh, no. Bosca just roll them.
Yeah.
So what's that put them? 13?
Bosca 12. Bartley 13.
Tell you what, there's not going to be many more to come, is there? Another 6 or something?
Yeah, you got the only... Well, hold on, we've got a couple over here. We've got...
Dan Bromelo looking like a drowned water rat. Very happy too. He's pretty happy.
That's it.
Radlink, I think, next in.
Yep.
Hadn't spotted them for a little while.
No. And I think our final couple of boats, you've got Radlink, obviously, then you've got Red Pumps Red, Zyke, Typhoon, and I assume looking down the bay about halfway down the race course is Coates. I can see the fluorescent orange
Yeah, they really
rash vest, but
must have had a big swim.
They're hanging in there.
I
But
think
only
Typhoon's
just.
just got their share.
Yeah, should do.
Maybe.
curse of the commentator, Gil.
Oh, they just got a lull just at the wrong time, didn't they?
I think it's the only lull I've seen out here all day.
Oh, it's going to be very close.
Do they know each other's there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Zyke and then Typhoon.
We'll call that a photo.
Either way, well done by the boys that cruise to be round.
Yeah. So Alex Hart on the Typhoon and Rob Size on the Zyke.
Well, what do we got? We've got Coates coming up.
Yeah, everyone else is a fair way off.
And a couple down at the bottom mark.
All right, well, we might wrap up proceedings for the day, guys. So thanks very much, Dave. Thanks, Dole. I think it's been an exciting day to say the least. And
Certainly.
you might want to turn your phone off, Dole, for the boat building.
I don't fix boats.
Don't fix boats anymore.
Retired. Thank you, Jimmy.
I'm sure that there's a will, there's a way.
I'll be going from the camera cat straight to my car and leaving. Yeah. But yeah, look, shade to water first, Coastal second, Imey, then Geotherm, Tribeca, Imagine, Eric, Sutec, MTM and Contender were our top 10. Results should be up on skiffs.org fairly shortly if you want to check the overalls.
There they go. They can scan that code there on your screen with your phone and that'll take you to the results. Just remember, though, the 13s didn't race today. They're hoping to try and get 3 races in for them tomorrow morning. Yeah, we won't be down here tomorrow covering the final days, but check in on those results and check the socials. Thanks to all of our guys huge effort, very trying conditions to be trying to bring this stream to you with these conditions that we had today. But thank you to everyone, and this has been a Sail Media production for the 16-foot Skiff New South Wales Skiff Association.
Thank you and good afternoon.